The Tampa Bay Lightning and Andrei Vasilevskiy get another shutout in a clinching game, and most importantly, they win back-to-back Stanley Cups. For Montreal, the scenario is exactly the same as last game. It's win or go home. Same deal for Tampa. It's you have another chance at winning the Cup, or you play a Game 6 in Montreal. So in that first period, Montreal would find themselves in some penalty trouble, but their penalty kill has been solid all playoffs long. And it gets them through those Tampa power plays once again, and the game would remain 0-0. I thought Tampa Bay was the better team in that first period. Montreal did have a couple of chances, but I thought the Lightning had a lot more zone time than Montreal. And at the end of the day, I thought the Habs, what really did them in this series anyways, was their lack of ability to get a good amount of zone time. They had some good zone time in Game 2. I thought they had some decent zone time in Game 4. But all in all, it just wasn't enough to get them over the hump. And then in the second period, there's a big battle along the wall. 3 Montreal players, 3 Tampa players trying to dig that puck out. Montreal loses the battle. The puck comes back to Ryan McDonagh at the point, who sends it over to David Savard. David Savard, a guy not known for his offense whatsoever. He makes a great offensive play here, though, as he finds Ross Colton right in front of the net. Colton, an unsung hero in this one for the Tampa Bay Lightning, as he taps it home into a wide open net past Carey Price to make it 1-0 Tampa. And at this point, you really felt as the game was going on, as we got around like the midway point or so of the second period, that the first goal for either side was going to be very important. And it turned out to be very important for the Tampa Bay Lightning. So we go to the third period with Tampa Bay ahead 1-0. And for Montreal, I didn't think they came out very good in that third. I thought Tampa was the much better team, and give the Lightning some credit though. Even though I didn't think Montreal had their best stuff in that third period, Tampa Bay, they know how to close out games. This isn't the Lightning of a few years ago where they would blow leads. They were very lackluster defensively. They were all offense, no defense, it seemed like. Now they're a great balance of both, lots of offense as we all know, but I don't think they get enough credit for how well they defend. Yes, Andrei Vasilevskiy is a great goalie, but let's be honest, he does have a great group of 5 playing in front of him at any given time. Josh Anderson would get a breakaway early on in that third period. He would be stopped by Vasilevskiy, and Anderson would crash into the post. He looked like he got injured on that play, as he was holding his shoulder. It looked like he was favoring his shoulder anyways, and we all know that Josh Anderson has had shoulder issues in the past. So for him to come back in this game was a great sign for Montreal, as they definitely would have needed him down the stretch. Habs would pull Carey Price for an extra attacker, and with the extra man on the ice, Tyler Toffoli would get a shot on goal. The rebound would come to Caulfield. Vasilevskiy would make a great save on him. And then, to make matters even worse for Montreal, he pokes the rebound away from Corey Perry, who was right on the doorstep and very close to getting a good crack at that puck. Good on Vasilevskiy, though, for getting the poke check on Corey Perry, because if Perry gets that puck, he more than likely scores. Maybe not, though. I mean, it was a bit of a tough angle for him, but obviously we'll never know now. And the Tampa Bay Lightning hang on to win 1-0, just as they did in Game 7 over the New York Islanders. Obviously, this one has a little more meaning to it, as they all pour off the bench. They surround their goaltender, Andrei Vasilevskiy. And the Tampa Bay Lightning win their 2nd straight Stanley Cup, so congratulations to them. And for Montreal, it is tough for them to swallow this pill, as there would have been some great stories had they won the Stanley Cup. Guys like Shea Weber, Jeff Petrie isn't exactly a young guy anymore either. Carey Price, he could have won the Stanley Cup too. That would have been great. I'm a big Carey Price fan, and I would have been very happy to see him win the Cup. Obviously, I was cheering for Montreal, as I made it known earlier on in one of my videos. But it wasn't meant to be for the Habs. They had a great effort, though, and congratulations to them as well on a great run this playoffs. And Patrick Maroon is a 3-year-in-a-row Stanley Cup champion. Congratulations to him. Obviously, there are much better players out there than him, but hey, with that being said, he works hard. He gives it his all for whichever team he plays for. So good on him for getting 3 Stanley Cups in a row, because that doesn't happen to very many players that often. I just want to touch on Nikita Kucherov's comments in the post-game interview there. He said something along the lines, now I'm paraphrasing of course, like, Montreal's fans, they acted like they won the Stanley Cup last game. First of all, I think that's a stupid thing to say, because of course they're going to be excited about their team winning. The Habs fans are a very passionate fan base. I don't know if Kucherov realizes that. But anyways, he also said, last round was their finals round or whatever. That's just so classless for him to say that. If I'm John Cooper, I'm pulling him aside and having a conversation like, hey, we just won the Stanley Cup. Like, what the heck are you doing, man? And for Kucherov to make those comments shortly after winning the Stanley Cup, obviously the cup can't mean that much to him. I know he was drunk, but still, bite your tongue a little bit better, buddy, because that does not sound good at all. That looks like a very sore winner. And for Montreal, they were the first Canadian team since 2011 to get to the Stanley Cup Finals. Obviously, they lose again. Canadian team loses again, I should say. And for Montreal, like I said, great run. It would have been great to see them pull it off, though. That would have been quite something had they done it. So much adversity for this team throughout the season, throughout the playoffs too. Heck, they were down 3-0 and everyone left them for dead in round 1 against Toronto. Obviously, we all know what happened there. And Montreal, what's next for them? I think they have a great future. Maybe not a cup contender, like a full-blown cup contender future, but I think eventually these young guys are going to make them good enough that they should be a perennial playoff team and maybe even a dark horse contender. Who knows? We'll have to see how that pans out for them. And for Tampa, well, I don't know if it gets any better from here. As we all know, they have a lot of moving parts that they're going to have to deal with this offseason as they're $18 million over the cap. And so for Tampa, I mean, they're probably not going to be as good next year as I alluded to earlier, but hey, I mean, can you really complain if you're a Lightning fan with back-to-back Stanley Cups? So let me know what you all think in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.